Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Middle. I got you. Man, I got you. Hey,
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take it. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Even. 4 down. Even. Check 83, boss.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
He's checking. Crash.
Half. 61, matchbox lights.
Where's 52?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
I got you, boy.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got 4.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone.
tenthborn.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple, Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the run, watch the run. Kill.
Now Allen steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Mike 5. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
They run on first down with Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side, Jackson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watch twist.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Randy Moss there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Check 99.
On first down, Newton. They set up the screen to Peyton. And some room to roam now. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Newton. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Newton on first down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
I got you, punk. Check three.
Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. Here's Newton. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Here's Allen on first and 10, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Allen now on first down. They set up the screen to Bo. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, every day, any day. Check.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken short, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got daylight. The 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Walter Payton, 72 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler.
That's how you finish a fucking gig. Let's go. Aha. What's up, guys? Sorry if I haven't been talking that much. You feel me? I gotta learn and accommodate my defense and shit. I gotta pay attention. You feel me?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, 20, bring it, 8.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
There we go.
Calvin Johnson, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that, oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ingram. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. A second down run with Lewis. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton.
Switch.
Now he's going to go deep down the left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
I got him.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Curve it.
Tight dog.
Go.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike. You. Gun.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before... Said and done. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch. Wide. Get wide.
Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, switch gears.
Check, crunch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Julius Peppers, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, keep 20. Keep it out. Shift.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked. Down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From the end zone, Newton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 17, Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mostert. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Got 4 down. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
48, 20.
On 1st down, Peyton. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36. Check. Under 10, under 10, 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike. Check, 55, Mike. Hey.
Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez.
What you got?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Single receiver. Hey, over there.
Newton on first down.
Watch 84. Watch tight end.
There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Johnson, 37 yards. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready? 55.
You must be dreaming.
Rush in.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Quarterback, go get nervous. We ain't begin to tear you up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Keith Bullock, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Kill. 20.
31-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Here we go. Tighten down. There you go.
On first down, it's Jackson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know you feel that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Now a give, right side. Jackson, sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Strahan. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They set up the screen to Peyton, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 24, check 24. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, he's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Good job.
A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
All day, baby, all day.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
I'm coming. Kill.
On second down, Peyton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Strahan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now a give right side. Peyton. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. 20. Coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. It's caught by Jackson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Coming. Coming. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Newton on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Newton roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They snap it to Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the
Mike.
26-yard line.
Right there in the middle.
Gun. Hey, pick it up. 20. Let's go. Check 52. Out.
On first down, it's Brown. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Newton now to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run here with Bo. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Check. Check. 55 to Mike. 8. Slam. He's checking.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cam fakes the give and keeps it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check Mike. Watch 55. I got him. Great. Mike 55.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 14 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
55 to Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Peyton. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.